All right. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of I Am Not a Coach here with a live reaction to this Monday night matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles at home against the Falcons. And the opening kickoff is caught inside the landing zone and it is brought down to the 32-yard line. All right. Jalen Hurts in this offense. The last time we saw them, they were in Brazil in Sao Paulo beating Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. That was a very interesting game. Hopefully the footing is a lot better than it was during that game for both teams. All right, it'll be first and 10, 14:54 on the clock. The ball is actually at the 33. Jalen starts out in shotgun. Barkley in the backfield with him. Smith in motion, moving to the left of the field. Drops back, hits a man over the middle, and that is going to be, it looks like number 81, his tight end. Very tight window on that, but got it to him. Ooh. Good throw in between two defenders. Just all right. It'll be first and 10 from the 48 here. Nice 15-yard gain on that first one, and it's going to be a fakes a handoff to Barkley, and gets the ball out to his wideout for a nice gain, about 8. But there is a flag on the field. Once again, everybody, welcome. This channel is called I Am Not a Coach. I am your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna have some fun tonight. It's gonna be a great matchup. Obviously, Atlanta is coming off a big loss in Week 1, where almost nobody on that offense played well at all, including the $100 million man, Kirk Cousins. But hopefully, they looks like they're gonna be bouncing back here. Hopefully, it's a good game, a competitive game, and it looked like it was illegal formation. They were not lined up with the tackles were not lined up properly. Obviously, that's a point of emphasis here early on in the season for the NFL. So they moved them back about 5 yards. It was first and 15. It was a fake handoff, and Jalen Hurts decided to run the ball. Did not get much on that play. So it'll be second and long here. Oh yeah, I forgot Mekhi Becton is now a Philadelphia Eagle. He's playing guard. Shotgun, empty set. Gets the ball out quickly to one of his wide receivers, number 18 there. Didn't get a whole lot, but got about 4, maybe 5 yards on that play. Matthew Judon is going to be one of the outside linebackers for Atlanta here. We've got Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons. What a pair of safeties right there. There it is. Third and 9. Empty set. Shotgun. Looks like Atlanta's going to bring some pressure here. They're blitzing 5. And immediately Jalen Hurts goes running and does not get much. He gets maybe 4 yards. So it's going to be a fourth down here, and it looks like Atlanta forces the Eagles to punt on their opening drive here on Monday night. Yeah, Atlanta, they had 5 guys on the line, and immediately Jalen Hurts just sprinted to the right side, and they were prepared for it. I think Jalen was expecting the only middle linebacker uh, that was a couple, maybe like 3 or 4 yards away from the line of scrimmage. I think he was expecting him to blitz as well, and he didn't. He stayed back and was able to kind of keep Jalen contained for and just enough for everybody else to get on him. All right, here it is. 12 minutes into the first. 12 minutes left in this first quarter, and we're gonna see Kirk Cousins and this Atlanta offense. All right, let me know who you guys have. Who do you got? You got the Eagles going 2-0, or do you think Atlanta is going to get their stuff together and they're going to start out with a nice victory here on Monday night to kind of get back on track to go 1-1? Let me know in the comments below if you like any of the reactions so far this season. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe when you get a chance. Make sure you have that notification, that bell notification turned on so you know when I'll be streaming. Alrighty here. Alrighty here. An extra long commercial break here. But while we're here, I I'd be very surprised if the Eagles can put up as many points as they did against Green Bay in Week 1. I think Atlanta's defense is a little bit more. It's going to be more of a challenge. I think they pair well with what the Eagles like to do on offense. I still expect Barkley to get his yards. I mean, the guy has been versatile ever since he came into the league. The only big drawback with him was always been injuries. But I think even in the last couple of seasons, I think those are kind of been put behind him, and he looks like he is kind of back to where he was in his first 2 seasons. But yeah, he's gonna get his yards. He's gonna be a threat in the passing game. He's gonna be a threat, obviously, in the run game. And don't be surprised if they use him in some motion, a lot of motion actually. All right, first play for Atlanta is a handoff right up the middle. Gains a nice 7 yards by number 7 there. That was number 7, Bijan Robinson. Sorry. And there's no huddle there. They're kind of doing a little bit of up tempo here, so it'll be 2nd and 3. Another handoff to Robinson there. Ooh, takes a shot after some nice, nifty moves to make 2 defenders miss, but he will get a first down. It was about a 6, 7 yard gain there for Bijan. Yeah, nice little spin move, another spin move, and then halfway through that second one, it was a big defensive tackle that just rammed right into Sweat. All right, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 22. Fakes the handoff. Kirk Cousins looking deep and batted ball nearly. Could have been picked off there. Ooh, that would have been that. Yeah, Kurt's smiling a little bit on that one. He knew he got away with it one because that thing definitely popped right up in the air, and that linebacker number 17, if he would have just kind of didn't jump for it, he would have kept his feet. He probably would have been able to get it. But anyway, 2nd and 10, 22, shotgun. Bijan splits out and short pass to number 5 here, Drake London. Just a little 5 yard button hook here, kind of in the seam, making it a little bit more manageable here on 3rd down. Yeah, and this Eagles defense is just stacked. There's just so many playmakers, especially that secondary, much improved. A lot of new players. You got shotgun, Robinson in the backfield next to Kirk, dropping back, pockets collapsing, and tries to get it to number 7 there, Bijan, at about the first down marker, but he cannot corral that pass. Incomplete, 4th down, and it looks like they're going to send out the punt team here. Hey, it was a good pass. Good pass. A little high. Definitely a little high. Robinson definitely needed to jump up a little bit to get that, but I think Kurt was a little worried that if he didn't throw it up high, the defender would have been able to undercut it and probably would have gone the other way there. I only got Cooper DeJean, is it? Trying to see here who number 18 is. But decent return. Didn't fumble, so that's always good. So far through the first drive here, both defenses coming up big on fourth down, making some plays on the ball. And while there wasn't a whole lot of pressure on either quarterback, the pocket definitely wasn't the cleanest. There was definitely some pushback, so both defensive lines doing their things early. But yeah, now with this being the last game of week 2, what was your favorite game of the week? Obviously, being a Packer fan, my favorite game of the week is going to be Green Bay beating the Colts there. Um, I think I talked about this in the last stream here a little bit, so I won't go into too much detail, but just a great win. Great. I think this term has been used a lot, but just great complementary football from Green Bay's defense and their offense, especially on a hot day that it was in Green Bay. That defense, I think they only had to play 10 minutes in that first half, and I think by the end of it, they were just a whisker shy of 20 minutes of having to be on the field there. So that defense definitely was fresh for basically the entire game, which showed how that coverage was strong. There was no guys you know looking for some oxygen at the end of the game. They were ready. Ready to run with these wideouts even after Anthony, um, the quarterback for the Colts there, even after he was um, just kind of scrambling a little bit more, buying some more time. Defenders were really, really on their man. Looks like AJ Brown is not playing in this game, dealing with a little bit of an injury here. So we got 9:55 in this first quarter, and we're going to be seeing Jalen Hurts in this offense come out again after that quick, quick series here in the first drive, resulting in a punt. With actually a nice return on the punt, they will get the ball just slightly ahead of the 36 here. Shotgun, Barkley in the backfield, receiver in motion, hands off to Barkley, who gains nearly the first down, will be maybe about half a yard short of the first down. Just a quick handoff, and Barkley just bursts through that middle. Great job. Second and one, quick tempo here. This time they pass it to the wide receiver going across the field. That is Dotson there, the man from Washington, the Commanders there. Brought him over, I think, about a month ago. I think they gave up about a fourth or a fifth round pick for him. So nothing too crazy. All right, we got two tight ends here in the set. Looks like Devontae Smith in motion, and they hand it off to Barkley, who makes a man miss and gets upfield just a little bit, just shy of the first down. Nice running there. 9-yard gain. Yeah, they were in the pistol, took the snap, hands it off to Barkley, and Barkley just doing a great job, man. Just a great job of being kind of patient, you know, sticking his foot in the ground and then making the decision and just going. So 1st and 1, tight end in motion. I think it's going to be a handoff. Oh no, fakes the handoff to Barkley, looking deep, can't find anybody deep, and dumps it down to his outlet there. Number 81, the backup tight end, gets a first down. Good play, good play. They were trying to find somebody down deep, but obviously the pass coverage was good. Plus the pocket, he had a Jalen Hurts had to move out of the pocket, so dumped it down, got the first down. Ball is at the 40, sorry, at the 36. Hand off to Barkley, who stiff arms a man and then barrels through two guys, carrying him all the way down for a 10-yard gain. That'll be a first down for Philadelphia here. Yeah, he stiffed arm number 44 and then just put his shoulder down, met Bates and 44, and then just kind of took him for a ride for about 2 yards to get the first down. Nice job. Yeah, Barkley, he looks rejuvenated. Um, Obviously, he's always been explosive, but it just seemed, I don't know if it was the lack of talent on the offensive line when he was with the Giants, but he looks a lot faster, a lot stronger. Handoff, breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, and will get another first down. Saquon Barkley just running through this Atlanta defense right now. Last two carries have been gone for first downs. Get about 20 has gotten about 21 yards on those. Great job. All right. Well, Saquon is going to be on the sidelines for this one, getting a breather. So Jalen in the pistol has number 6, Devontae Smith in motion, hands off to the backup running back, and he will get about 4 yards on the play. Yeah, so Saquon averaged 4.5 in week one. Right now, granted, he's only had maybe, 5 or 6 carries. Right now, he's averaging nearly 10 yards a carry. I think it's like 9.8, they said. So it'll be 2nd and 6 from just short of the 11. Dotson in motion, moving to the right. And they hand it off to the backup running back again, who goes for about 2.5. So it's going to be about a third and a long, a short 4. Let's say that. Clock is running, 5:15 on the clock here. Hurts in the shotgun. Barkley splitting out wide in the wide receiver position. Now Barkley's back right next to Jalen in the shotgun. Looking, clean pocket. He's got it all day. Now he's getting run down and looks like he's going to throw in the end zone and incomplete. Batted down by number 27 of Atlanta. It's 4th and 4. They're probably going to be kicking the field goal here. Got inside the red zone. Take the points early. Yeah, Hurts, he had a lot of time to start just kind of scanning the field. Nobody was getting open. Some strange routes here. And then finally tried to fit it in to number 89, Wilson, and did not. Oh, offense is staying on there. They're running the, let's see if they snap this. 4th and 4, and no. It'll be a timeout here. Most likely just trying to get the defense to jump off sides here. So, well, I know taking a penalty obviously moves the ball back for the kick, but I mean, this will still be very manageable. It looks like they, just from what I can see, it looks like they are going to go for it. Maybe just instead of just trying to get them out to jump off sides, I think they were just trying to get a look at what Atlanta was doing defensively here. So So while it's 4th and 4, obviously they can get a first down, but knowing Jalen Hurts, he is not gonna hesitate to pop one into the end zone if he has the opportunity. So 3 receivers set to the right to the left there, Barkley to his right, splitting out a little bit. Jalen scrambling, already moving the pocket. He's got to get it out. He's got to get it out. Got to get it out, and it falls incomplete. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why Jalen bailed on that pocket. I mean, I understand he was probably trying to move it, but I mean, it looked like a clean pocket. I think if he would have stayed there just a little bit longer, giving this guys a little bit of a chance, I think that would have. Think that defense would have had a harder time keeping up with these wideouts. So I don't know, not a great decision. He bailed on that pocket really quickly. And so Atlanta will take over on downs here inside the 10. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, 3 is better than 7, but especially in this game, you just got to take the points, especially with how good your defense is. I seriously doubt Atlanta's going to be putting up, 30, 40 points in this game. Could be, but I doubt it. I don't think Atlanta's going to be as rough offensively as they were week 1, but I also don't believe that they're not they're not like the Houston Texans, they're not, the Saints apparently right this season. They're not going to be putting up points in bunches. So I think, getting at 3 points here when you can, I think it's going to make it more difficult. You're going to put that pressure on Kirk Cousins to be primetime Kirk. And we all know how he's done in prime time. It's not great. So the more you can get that ball, force the ball into his hands, take it away from the running game, I think that's going to be better for everybody. For better for the Eagles. So obviously hindsight is 2020, but I would have taken the 3 points here. You were doing a great job of driving down the field. Oh, looks like just before the game they were giving some love to Nick Foles here. He was leading the charge here. So that's awesome, man. Great job. Good to see that guy, man. Super Bowl MVP Nick Foles. Guy has a literal statue outside the stadium. All right, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 9. Hands off to Bijan. I was gonna say breaks the tackle. Actually knocked over one of his teammates and only got about 2 yards, maybe. Less than 4:30 left in this first quarter. This quarter's going by quickly here. It's only been about 25 minutes in actual time. All right. 2nd and 8 from the 11 there. Another handoff to Bijan. Breaks a tackle. Great job. Great burst. Gets the ball to the 25. First down. Great design play here. Let's check this out. Yeah, the offensive lineman shifted to the right, and then Robinson just made a nice cut back to the left. Great blocking from Drake London, number 5, and then just kind of sprung Bijan open. Made a man miss to get an extra 5-6 yards there. Made a big play. 14 rushing yards on that play. First down. Shotgun handoff to Bijan. Breaks another little tackle. Nice little wiggle. Only gets about 3 yards, but that was some good yardage right there. Second and 7. Kirk under center. Drake in motion. Another handoff, this time to the backup running back number 25. Gains about 3, 4 yards there. So far in this drive, 4 plays, 4 runs. Like I said, they're keeping the hands out of Kirk is going to be Atlanta's best chance to win this game. So shotgun drops, and it's incomplete. Near, was that intercepted? No, but that ball was nearly picked off there. It was a little out route to Drake London, and Drake just didn't do a great job of attacking the ball. He was kind of drifting away, mostly just trying to put his arms out there. And Mitchell, number 23, nearly picked that ball off. He undercut the route perfectly, but he just could not secure the catch. So Atlanta and Kirk Cousins avoid a big turnover. That would have been their second turnover, almost turnover. Remember the batted ball that popped up on that first drive for Atlanta could have been picked off, and now this one was. I mean, if Mitchell secures it, he's going to the house. He didn't have to run that far. It was maybe 30 yards to the end zone, and there was nobody in front of him. So punt, and we're gonna see the Eagles offense back on the field again. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think Kirk Cousins, the reputation that he has as a during prime time, is that overblown? Is it just bad luck? Sometimes some of those games he didn't always have his number one option. Sometimes, obviously, Dalvin Cook was like a big reason why he had early success with Minnesota, and unfortunately, injuries and a bunch of other things kind of sapped Dalvin Cook's power and speed. And the last couple of years, he didn't really have a big running game to really support him in Minnesota. Man, the Kelsey brothers, they are all over the commercials this season. Travis, everybody, even the wives, the wife and the girlfriend are big draws apparently, for at least for in terms of in between the plays here. So some highlights this week of the Cincinnati and Kansas City game. Oh, great interception by number 29. Who was that? Taylor Britt. Great one hander. Fortunately, they still lost. Yeah, KC is gonna be KC, I guess. They're getting some calls for them this year, a lot more than they did last year. So I don't think Kansas City is gonna be struggling as much as they did a season ago. All right, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25. Jalen in the pistol, Barkley behind him. Two tight end set. Hands off to Barkley, who gets only about a yard. Great job by Atlanta. They're definitely going to be keying in on Barkley now. especially the way that Jalen Hurts been throwing the ball a little bit. He hasn't been as precise as he's been. I think they're definitely missing AJ Brown. I think that's might be what we're seeing here early on. All right. Shotgun, tight end in motion. Gets the ball out quick to Smith, who gets just drilled. He gets buried into the ground there. It was about a 5 or 6 yard gain. It'll be third and a little bit more manageable. Yeah, caught it at about the 31, 32. And Terrell, number 24, Terrell just drove him into the ground, basically. Good tackle. It'll be third and 4 from the 36. Jalen in shotgun, two receivers to each side. Barkley in motion in the backfield, going wide. Pressure gets away, but they're coming for him, and he throws it out. And at the very moment, it's an incomplete pass, nearly intercepted. Man, both these quarterbacks, man, they're throwing the ball in harm's way here. Great job by Atlanta putting the pressure on Hurts right away. And yeah, I mean, I think even if the defender would have gotten his hands on it, I don't think he was going to be able to bring it in bounds. But still, a little risky throw. I mean, that coverage was tight. All right, punts. There's going to be a return this time to the 25, 26, 20, and got to just possibly shy of the 30 there. 17 seconds left in the first quarter here. No score so far. Kirk starts out the game 1 of 4 for 6 yards. Again, two of his passes could have easily possibly been picked off. All right, Kirk's going to go under center here. Robinson in the backfield. Drake motioning. Three receivers to the left there. Kirk passing it to Drake London, who gets up after going down. And big gain right there. Automatic first down. Yeah, and that pocket was not the cleanest, but Kirk kind of stuck in there and delivered a nice ball over the middle. There was almost nobody within like 7 yards of London. So when he got up, it was one of those where you're like, dude, just stay down because how many times have you seen a wide out or even a running back, get up, realize they weren't touched, and they're not really paying attention to how they're holding the ball. All they care about is just like, oh yeah, I can get more yardage, and then you just see a defender just come in, pop that ball out for a fumble. But Drake, it looked like he had both hands up kinda on the ball when he was getting up. So good job. And look at that, another commercial with Travis and both of them this time in there. All right, let's look at some stats here. I'm kind of curious what the Eagles inactive is for this game. Yeah, that last pass to Drake went for 19 yards so far. He's the only player to have any completions from Kirk tonight. Both of Kirk's completions have gone to Drake London for 25 there. All right. We're going to be starting out the second quarter here. Score is still 0-0. Yeah, just a great concept. Both McLeod and trying to see the other wide out here. Number one, they were going deep, and then just a nice little high low concept where Drake just pretended like he was going to go deep as well, and then cut it out, flattened that route out. All right, three receivers to the right. Kirk under center. Drake in motion, hands the ball off to Bijan. Oh, actually, no, it's the backup running back there, number 25. Gets about 3 yards. And quick tempo here. Second and 6. Receiver in motion, fix the handoff. Kurt dumps it down to his running back, immediately gets a first down, and he is down at about the 30, just shy of the 38. And sorry, number 25 is Tyler Algier. First and 10 from the 38. Drake again in motion, giving it to Algier, who cuts up the middle, gains a big gain right there, about 14 yards there. Great blocking, great acceleration after that, and just kind of running as hard as and fast as he can. Yeah, was able to get the ball inside the 25, just shy of the 20. Kirk under center, looks like a two receiver set. Hands the ball off to Robinson, who fumbles the ball. Oh, it's gonna be close. I think he got on top of it. Think he got on top of it. Yeah, that handoff did not look good. As soon as Kirk got out of the way, that ball hit the ground. Yep. Wasn't even looking at the ball. Bijan just kind of looking at the defenders, so he wasn't sure. Yeah, his hands were all over the place. But yeah, was able to get that ball back. So avoiding disaster. So second and 11, another handoff to Bijan, who gets only about maybe 2.5 yards. So it'll be third and relatively long. Yeah, so far as this Eagles defensive line doing a little bit of a better job here. Yes, at least in these last couple plays. So far, both teams have yet to convert on third down. Eagles are 0-3. Atlanta is 0-2. Kirk and shotgun, and looks like there is a timeout. And Atlanta used their first timeout of the game. 12:08 left in the first half here. I always forget that Joe Buck and Troy Aikman are now the Monday Night Football commentators. So used to them with being with Fox for was probably like what 15, almost 20 years at that point. Trying to remember exactly when Troy Aikman retired. I think it was like in the late 90s, early 2000s. I think it was only a few years in that he got that job with Fox. So far, this drive, 6 plays, 51 yards. And it's going to be three receiver sets. Drake in motion, goes back. Shotgun, third and 9. Kirk in the pocket, has time. Scrambling for, and he is only going to get about a yard and a half. I don't know. I mean, the pocket for the most part was clean. Kirk just instead of just throwing it, he just I think it was that internal clock. He was like, no, no, if I stay here too long, I'm gonna get hit. But no, he didn't really have to scramble. There weren't too many people at least at the time. So it'll be a 39-yard attempt for Young Ho Koo. Young Hui Koo. Not exactly sure how to pronounce his name. I think I've heard it a couple different times, pronounced differently. But either way, he makes it. First point of the game, finally. It is Atlanta 3, Philadelphia nada. 11:22 left in the first half. Yeah, so what are you guys thinking so far of this game? Um, what do you think of Kirk Cousins? Do you think he looks a little bit better than he did? It looks like he's still kind of trying to figure out the rhythms of his wideouts here. I mean, for the most part, both running games have done pretty well. Barkley, he's been putting up some yards. Obviously, that last drive, they were kind of keying in on him a little bit more. And then on top of that, Atlanta, they've been able to find. Seems like every other third rush, it goes for 5 or more. So both running games kind of seems like they're doing a lot better than the passing game. Yeah, both Hurts and Kirk Cousins have kind of put the ball in harm's way here, which is very strange for guys that have been in the league for as long as they have. Obviously, Kirk's been in the league for what I think is this is his 10th or 11th year in the league. I think he came in 2012. I'm pretty sure. So doing the internal math, actually, this might be his 12th or 13th season now. And Hurts, what he came in the was he part of that 2020 draft with Jordan Love and Lawrence and Herbert too, man. That 2020 class was just stacked with quarterbacks. So yeah, Hurts has been in the league for 5 years now. He didn't start a whole lot his rookie year, but he was basically the starter in Philadelphia by the end of his second season. Saquon so far 5 carries, 40 yards, averaging 8 yards a carry here. And the kickoff is off and it goes into the end zone. Not super deep, but it'll be a touchback. Yeah, so far a lot of the games that we've been streaming here on the channel, it seems like the defense have really showed up here, which I love. I'm I'm all for, I don't get me wrong, I like touchdowns, but I also love some picks, some sacks. I just love the physicality of the what defensive football brings. They hand it off to Barkley, who breaks a couple tackles, spins, dives, jips, and goes for a lot for just only 2 yards. It looks like maybe three. Yeah, that was a whole lot of work for not a whole lot of yardage. So they're getting him 4 yards on the play there. Not gonna lie, I feel that's a little generous, but he earned it. Second and 6, shotgun, single tight end. Barkley in the backfield, fakes the handoff, pressure, doing a great job avoiding it, and gets the ball out to number 6. That looks like it's Devontae Smith down the left sideline there. Nice job. Yeah, Devontae, he started on the right side of the formation and just kind of ran across the field, high pointed the ball, did a good job because the defender was right there to immediately make contact. So great job. And play, I don't know, this play looks weird. It looks like nobody was ready for the snap and it just goes out of bounds. Yeah, there's some weird timing going on with the Eagles right now. At least this is like the second or third play where it seems like it's either the wideouts weren't sure if the play, if the play was snapped. Oh, that might have been an incomplete pass by Smith because once he hits the ground, that ball definitely moves and it definitely touches the ground as well. So interesting. Looks like the Eagles got away with one there. So 2nd and 10 from the 48 of Atlanta. They're on, and the play clock is running down. They hand it off to Barkley, who goes nowhere, loses 2 yards here. I think that might be the first time they brought Barkley down in the backfield. So this Atlanta defense doing a little bit better job here in the last two drives, especially in the run game. And that was the former Patriot Matthew Judon. I think a player that they traded for some point in the offseason here. So big addition for that Atlanta defense. Looks like Atlanta is bringing a bunch of pressure. They got 6 guys on the line. Let's see if they blitz it. They do, but they some guys go back. Some new guys come in, and Hurts got the ball out early. Well, will not get a first down, but gained about 8 of those yards back. It'll be 4th and 3, and I mean they're in Eagles territory. It's probably a little too far, especially in not in the dome. It's a little too far to probably kick it because they would be at the 41. This would be about a 58 yard kick. So they're going to go for it here again. Eagles so far. Motion, Barkley. He's got time. He's got a good pocket. He's scrambling, and he's going to get the first down and a lot more here. 20, and he slides just past the 20. Big, big, big first down. Gained about at least 20 yards. It's going to depend on where they spot him once he started the slide, but I think he was at the 19. And hold up, there is a late flag here. Let's see, was there a hold? Hmm, I didn't see anything egregious. They're saying it's a, they're saying it's a illegal formation. Oh, a delay of game. That's really, really late for a delay of game. And it's not like Jalen Hurts like scrambled immediately either. Like he was in the pocket for at least 2 to 3 seconds. I'm just surprised they didn't blow the play dead. That's unfortunate. It wipes out a huge, huge run by Jalen Hurts. Oh, sorry. Now I see what they're. So they're saying because Jalen Hurts spiked the ball. Sorry, I don't have the captions on right now. Fortunately, the app that I'm using to watch this game does not give me the option for captions. So anyway, it was after the scramble. Jalen spiked the ball. So that was because of that's the delay of game. So he got the first down, but they moved it back 5 yards to the 23. 1st and 10. Toss to Barkley, who is not going to go anywhere, and he's going to lose about 6 yards on the play. Almost got tackled back to the 30. Yeah, that toss play immediately was going nowhere. With as soon as he was able to really corral the ball, there was already one defender open in the backfield, and by the time he was trying to get him to miss, the cavalry came through. So big loss on that one. They're saying it's a loss of 5 yards on the play. Ball will be at the 28. Shotgun, 4 receiver set, Atlanta showing blitz one instead of the two that they were showing, and Jalen scrambles and takes a shot, but it looks like he got to about the 20, maybe inside the 20 there. Surprised there wasn't a flag there for the defender hitting Jalen or tapping his helmet at the very least during the tackle. Empty set, shotgun, play clock is at 2, scrambling, pocket, and he's gonna scramble. Does he get the first down? And he does. Breaking, eluding one tackle, breaking another, and he gets inside the 5-yard line for the first down here. Immediately began to scramble to his right, evaded one defender, took a hit from number 90, and then just kind of stumbled his way all the way through and fakes the handoff to Barkley and just dirts the ball there on first and goal. There's going to be a flag on the play. Might be holding on Atlanta. Mm. Ineligible man downfield. That was Lane Johnson, the tackle. He went past 1 yard there. All right, there is 6:05 left in the half here. This drive, 9 plays, 61 yards. 3 receivers to the left, fakes the handoff to Barkley, gets the ball to number 18, and he cannot get away from the defender. Will get about maybe 2.5 yards. It'll be second and goal for the Eagles there. Yeah, there was 3 receivers to the right. Got it to number 18 after faking the handoff to Barkley. But Simmons, the former Denver Bronco, was able to secure the tackle there. The Broncos didn't want him. They didn't want to pay him. Might be Atlanta's benefit, man. This guy's been one of the best safeties in the league for the better part of 5 years. Shotgun, 3 receivers to the right now. And hits his man over 3 defenders in the back of the end zone. Number 6, Devontae Smith. Great throw, man. Holy cow. Yeah, Devontae, he was just able to get behind the defenders, and there was 3 guys that were within 4 yards, if not even closer. Great job. It was a good throw. That was a gutsy throw, a little bit of a risky throw, but he put some zip on that bad boy. And Smith was able to corral it and get both feet in bounds at the back of the end zone there. Great job. First touchdown of the game. Extra points, and it is good. All right, with 5:15 left in the first quarter, the score is Atlanta 3, the Philadelphia Eagles 7. Yeah, that was a heck of a throw, man. That was like an Aaron Rodgers type throw. You know, those ones where you just like, how the heck, why would you throw that? But of course you can. You can throw that because you have that type of arm strength. All right, so Both and both drives, they kind of relied a little bit on the quarterbacks there. They definitely, especially with Hurts, he was. I mean, most of the biggest plays were the scramble plays. Obviously, both of them. The first one went for 20. It looks like 23. They gave him 22 yards on the play. Obviously, lost 5 yards because of the delay of game spike. But then on third down, a couple plays later, man, he scrambles again for about 10, 12 yards to get the first down to get them in first and goal. So so far, man, just great quarterback play from both Kurt and Jalen. Finally, in these last each of their last two drives. All right, we're back from the commercial break here. So with 5:15, Atlanta has two timeouts. Should be enough time to be able to really get a nice drive going here and potentially take the lead into into halftime. And the kickoff is away, low kick, and it will be returned. And it goes to the gets dropped at about the 24, but there is a flag on the field there. Let's see what the call is. Legal block in the back from the receiving team. It's gonna move. It's gonna move him back quite a bit there. That was on JD Burton, the number 40. Yeah, let's see this route by Smith. Oh, that was just a great route. Basically, it was just a nice little post, like a skinny post there, and had a little bit of a wiggle once he got next to the linebacker, I think, and then just kind of just cut inside, and Jalen just put it right on him. First play goes for a 2 yard gain with the little end around from number 34 there. And Kirk is under center here. Fakes the handoff to Bijan, gets the ball out to number 8 Pitts, and able to get away from one man, but unfortunately tackled after just a 1 yard gain. And the clock is running. It's going to be under 4 minutes once this snap hits. It's 3rd and 6. Kirk in shotgun. And great throw. Great throw over the middle to number 34 there. Threw it into kind of a little bit of a crowd of Eagles there, but just a great route. It's almost a similar route to what Smith ran for that touchdown, but this one he just it was like a nice little hook. He planted his foot on the ground and just turned around, waited for the pass. Great job. That looks like it was number 34, McLeod. Hand off to Bijan with a big head of steam. Huge run there. And from what I saw, he got the first down, but the initial ref is calling it short. I gotta see when his knee hit, I guess. Yeah, they're saying he's like half a yard short. I'm pretty sure I saw him get the first down. But anyway, another big handoff, another huge run this time. Gets across the field down to the 45, but there is a flag on the field. Hmm. Yeah, I think looks like it's going to be on Atlanta there. And it looks like they're picking up the flag here from what I saw. Yeah, just a great run. Had the ball at the 40, immediately ran to the left, and then just cut it inside to get an extra 5, 7 yards there. So they're marking him at the 46 of the Eagles. So it looks like that was just an inadvertent flag there. These guys are getting a little too happy. And fakes the handoff. Kurt pumps and gets taken down for a sack. Jesus, dude. Get rid of the ball. Well, Kurt takes a sack, gets them on the other side of the 50 there, but there is a flag. Illegal hands to the face. Is that the call? No, they're just saying it's a. Ooh. Kurt took a hit on that one. Got smacked in the face. So it looks like it was on the Eagles there, so it's an automatic first down. So they still have the ball at the 41 there. Kirk drops back in shotgun, throws it a little late there. He was trying to get to the ball to number 1. That was a long throw. He threw that from all the way to the left side of the hash, and he was trying to get that to the right, basically to the right sideline. He was trying to get that ball to Mooney there, number 1. Yeah, it was just good coverage. As soon as the ball was getting there, defender hit him. Ball was a little low, so Mooney had to kind of get low and just wasn't able to secure it. And Mooney goes to the backfield with Algier. Ball gets the Kirk Cousins just slinging it right now, right over the middle of the field in a tight window. Gets the ball to number 34 there. Oh, is that a flag? Yeah, that was a flag. And McLeod talking some trash. I think he was, yeah. That's going to be personal. Yeah, might have been taunting right there. Oh, well, punched him. Yeah, punched him in the face. Right in front of the ref, too. What are you, stupid? Literally, as soon as I don't think he saw the ref because as soon as he punched him, he just moved his head like 3 inches, and the ref was literally a foot away from the punch. If he would have waited like 2 seconds, his follow through would have actually hit the ref in the face too. So, so McLeod makes the great catch, but then gets a personal foul that moves him back. Basically, he wiped out his catch there. Well, that hit the 2 minute warning, so we're probably gonna go to commercial break here. So that was a that was a dumb play. That was a dumb decision by McLeod, man. You made a great play. You got, I think they were inside the 30, and then you just, it was Gardner Johnson. That Gardner, he did kind of like was probably talking some smack. I think he might have touched his helmet, but it was nothing egregious. Not nothing that you needed to throw a punch for, man. Especially hitting a guy with your hands who's wearing a helmet. We've seen that now in back-to-back games. We saw that last night, and we see it tonight. Never will understand, man. Like, dude, throw. I'm not advocating for violence, but I'm just saying be smart with your violence. Jesus, like throw an elbow, like where the pads aren't, you know, little kidney shot. Maybe in the next play you give him a little Charlie horse, on the thigh, something. Why are you punching a borderline metal helmet with your uh, with your bare hands? Not very smart. Also in front of the ref too. Jesus, come on, man. Be a little awareness. Kind of look around. Look around if you're gonna punch somebody in the face. But that's just me. That's just me. But what about you guys? What's your opinion on punching somebody with a helmet? And like, don't get me wrong, I guarantee you, it's not great. Even when you're wearing a helmet, like that thing is so tight on your face. So when it moves, it just it might pull some hairs. It might pull some, it might give you a little bit of a red spot there, but you're not taking the brunt of it. All right, it is. We're back from the 2-minute warning here. The ball is at the 38 of Atlanta after that personal foul penalty. Gets the ball to Bijan in the backfield. Great move, man. Holy cow. Bijan making the guy miss. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage afterwards, but that was just a beautiful, beautiful little juke. That was like a full body, just like he juked him so hard that I thought Bijan was gonna fall over. So great pickup there. It's 2nd and 3. Kirk in under center there, hands it off to Bijan, who cuts up field, stays on his feet, breaking the tackle, keeps on going, and he's all the way down to the 16. That is a big first down for Atlanta. Yeah, he was met just at about the 20 25, and then just kept on moving. Kept on moving. So Bijan will be on the sidelines. It looks like Algier is in the backfield. Kirk under center. Gets another handoff there. Nice gain, about 4 yards there. And the clock is rolling. It's going to be under 40 seconds here. 38, 37, 36, 35. They're taking their time. They're not too worried. The ball is inside the 15. Another handoff to Algier, who breaks a tackle and gets the first down. Now they're going to use a timeout here. 26 seconds. First down inside the 10-yard line there. Yeah, so far Atlanta just did a great job with the even after that big penalty on McLeod, man, they just came back and two big runs, a big sorry, three big runs and a nice pass to the running back there to start this drive up again. So 11 plays, 80 yards, nearly 5 minutes on this drive for Atlanta. So empty set, and they're going to get the ball to their best player, who is going to be taken down in the backfield. That was Bijan Robinson split out in the slot. He got tackled, but it was a clear face mask there. So that'll give them a first down, and it'll stop the clock as well. So that was on Brandon Graham, the veteran there. Yeah, completely missed Bijan. He just kind of whiffed on the tackle, stuck his claw out there, and then just got a hold of that face mask there. So definitely wasn't intentional, but good thing he didn't get his eye. That grab kind of came from the top of the helmet there, kind of in between. Luckily, his fingers didn't get in Bijan's eyes. So it's a first and goal from about the 3-yard line. 22 seconds left. They do have a timeout, so they can stop the clock here. 3 receiver bunch to the left. They hand it off to Bijan, who goes nowhere. They gotta stop the clock here. There you go. I I do not like that, especially on first and goal. Simply because, in my opinion, with passing, you can it's still as good of a chance to score as a run here. But the big difference is you have the option to, you know, to throw it away, stop the clock, keep your timeout. Now you burn it, you still have 17 seconds left, which is not a ton of time. So now the defense knows that most likely you're not going to be running the play and making a run play here. So they know at the very least these next 2 plays are going to be passes. Not guaranteed, but highly likely. Because if you don't make it again, you're going to have to scramble and try to get a play out. So, anyway, shotgun gets the ball out, and unfortunately, it is way in front of Mooney, it'll be an incomplete pass. Yeah, Mooney seemed like he was, looks like they were kind of rushing. Mooney wasn't exactly on the same page of where Kirk wanted that route. Kirk wanted it a little bit flatter. Granted, the defender definitely made it more difficult. He was kind of coming down. I think Kirk was making sure that it wasn't picked off. So 14 seconds left, third and goal at the 4. Did they move the ball back? Oh no, they lost a yard with Bijan in the first play there. I forgot. And the Eagles use their second timeout here, trying to get a look at what Atlanta's trying to do offensively here. All right, we're back here. Kirk and shotgun. Bijan to the right in the backfield. Throws it away. Pressure. The pocket was collapsing there. So 9 seconds left, and they're going to send out Cool to make this a 1-point game. Yeah, and Kirk had a man open. Drake London did a great job getting away from his man. Yeah, but Kirk wasn't looking on that side of the field. He was looking to his right. If he would have looked over to his left, he would have seen Drake wide open right inside the first couple yards of the end zone there. He was able to get away from his man. And the kick is good. 6 seconds left in the second half. And the score is Atlanta 6, Philadelphia 7. Not a whole lot of scoring here. And honestly, neither defense has been overtly dominant. It is not like the Houston and in the Chicago game last night. This has mostly been the offenses, especially the Eagles, going for it on fourth down and just not, just not getting it done. A lot of mistakes by the offenses. Definitely was not a clean game by them. I feel like most of the penalties had been on the Eagles and the Falcons offenses. So not a very clean game from them. Defense solid, but once again, I don't think any of them have been as dominant as we saw the Houston Texans and the Bears offense last night. So what do you guys think so far of this first half? Obviously not a whole lot going on, but um, what has been your favorite play? Who is really standing out to you on each team? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're just joining us, well, it's going to be about halftime. But if you're just joining us, once again, my name is Dave. I'm not a coach. We're going to be doing as many streams of it, all these games throughout the season as much as possible, on top of trying to do some original content as well. That will be kind of being rolled out closer to October. That way I can kind of get my feet settled here with these live reactions of these games, as well as kind of getting a nice little rhythm into the season. So, but yeah, as the season goes on, we're going to be adding some more content to this channel. A lot of pre-recorded stuff that hopefully you guys like, and hopefully there can be a little bit more of interaction between you and me when we're not live. That way, you guys can leave some comments and kind of check it out and see if you like what we're doing here in the channel. And don't be afraid to give me some feedback here. I'm just as new to this as most people this season, so I would love to hear something from you guys. Thank you. And the kickoff is down in the end zone, and most likely we will see a need to bring us to halftime. Yeah, Jalen, he's been ready to run very quickly in this game. And victory formation, take a knee, and we are heading to halftime here. All right. At halftime, the score is the Atlanta Falcons 6, 2 field goals, and the Philadelphia Eagles 7. And so far, I like what they're doing defensively. Both these teams are kind of playing a lot of man, a lot of tight coverage. There isn't a whole lot of soft zone that we're seeing here, which is not too surprising. Um, Vic Fangio, he's not known for his soft coverages. He's really known for a lot of blitzing and a lot of exotic stuff like that, and he likes to kind of switch it up with some man, especially um, with the safeties. And then on top of that, you have Raheem Morris, who is almost all his defenses have always been very physical defenses, and his ever since when he's a coordinator or as a head coach, his defenses have always been very physical. A lot of man, a lot of physical tackles, and great job pressuring the quarterback. He's always done a great job of that as well. So, all right. So we are at halftime here. It'll be about 12 minutes here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think so far of the game. Please leave a comment. Make sure you like. Subscribe. Make sure that that bell is turned on so you know when I'm going live and when I drop some videos throughout the season. Man, I'm surprised the Packers were able to contain Jalen. Man, he is running a lot more in this game than he did in that first game. And I think granted the field I think had a definitely had a an effect of on that. Yeah, because it seemed like neither quarterback could really get their footing down in that first week in Sao Paulo, which is really disappointing because I feel like the Brazilian fans I've just kind of seen the reactions of some of them. They were happy with the game. They were excited to get the NFL there, but I feel like they felt not slighted, but I think they, especially after the game with the criticism of the field, I feel they felt a little self conscious about what was going on. And it's not the fans' fault at all. That's on the NFL mostly, in my opinion. Number one, because they have the resources to bring in a new field. Yes, I know there was a game played a couple days before, but this is a company that makes tens of billions of dollars a year. They can they can put a new field down pretty quickly there, or at the very least, like, hey, you know, hey, we're gonna be taking care of this field for the next couple weeks. Let the teams know, the local teams know. Let's see if it works out for them. Kind of test it out. Instead of just saying, we'll do what we can, and you know, hopefully it works out. Um, I don't think the injury to Jordan played. I don't think the field played an injury in that played a role in that injury, but it could have. Definitely didn't help. I think for sure. But yeah, Brazilian fans, they were awesome. The people that organized that were awesome. The only bad thing was the field, the conditions of it. Um, yeah, so Brazil should be proud of what they did, man. That like they made a whole week of it, man. From what I heard, everybody that went down there had a great time. Um, yeah, it was a it was a fun week, and I hope they do get a chance to do it again. But I hope they learn from this and they add some better quality to the field there. At the very least leading up to it, you know. All right, they're showing some highlights from the week here. And the Buccaneers, man, 2-0 to start the year, man. Baker has that team just ready to play. And I know there was always a criticism of Baker, especially leading up to the NFL draft. Not this year, obviously, the year that he was drafted. um, of his lack of leadership, obviously maturity, and there were definitely parts of that. But if you really look back at his time in college, at least as a player, the guy was a leader, man. Like anywhere he went, he was always well respected, and he was one of the first guys that would be ready to, you know, to lead the game and take the brunt of the criticism. So I think his arrest kind of painted him in a very negative light. When you're what he was like what 22, maybe 23 at the time. You know, it's you make dumb decisions. You make really dumb decisions, and when you're adding alcohol and you're a popular quarterback, you got a lot of things going on in your head. You know, maybe you're feeling yourself a little too much. These are athletes. They're going to be, they have an ego. As much as humble as some of these guys are, at the end of the day, they to be an athlete, to be an athlete at that level, you have to be, you know, you got to have a little bit of an ego. And when you add in alcohol, man, you make dumb decisions sometimes, and but you can tell that he's learned from it, just from what he's done in the community. When he was with Cleveland, he embraced that city, man. He loved that city. Fortunately, the team and the owners and the coaches did not love him, but the city of Cleveland definitely did show some love to Baker when he was there. And now they're paying the price for it, man. They thought they were gonna get a new shiny all pro toy in the quarterback, and instead they got, I'm not gonna comment on the stuff, but they got Deshaun Watson. You can you can probably assume what I'm talking about here. So all right, guys, I'm gonna grab a little bit of water and maybe even a little small quiet snack. So I will see you guys in a minute or two here. All right. You guys can look at the local the painting behind me here. So have some fun. All right. See you in a bit. All right, we are back here. Did you miss me? All right. It was a first down play. Kirk in the shotgun gets it to Bijan a little low, but they got 7 yards on that. Second and 3, Kirk under shotgun, hands it off to Bijan to the right, gets the first down and a lot more. Woo! If he would have been able to keep his feet in bounds, he was going to be, he might have gone. He might have been gone. Great work down to the 40, 50. He might have gone, I think, to the 45 there of the Eagles. Definitely going to depend here. So they're marking him out at the 44. Bijan, 11 of 91, 2 catches, 14 yards. Another handoff to Bijan, this time over the middle. Upends one of his offensive linemen there. Gets a nice gain there. Kyle Pitts, so far in this game, just one catch for 1 yard. Kirk under center, McLeod in motion, and it's a running back screen. He's got some blockers. He's weaving his way through, and he gets taken down just at the 25. That is Bijan Robinson. And Bijan, dude, so good. I don't know what the heck Arthur Smith was doing with him last year, but this guy, I mean, you can see the talent. Crazy, crazy explosive. All right. First and 10 at the 26. And Algier muscling his way through, throwing a stiff arm and then throwing a nice little shoulder right into the defender. Gets a 11-yard gain, first down. That was a great block by number 8. I'm pretty sure that's Pitts. Doing a great job of kind of sealing that edge away, giving Algier a lane to run through. They give it to Algier, who cuts up the middle, spins to the right, and is down inside the 10 after a gain of about 5 yards. B. Johns is staying on the sideline there, getting a breather. And, I mean, the way Algiers running it right now, why mess with the rhythm? Second and 5 at the 9, or just inside the 10. Two tight ends set. Toss to Algier, and he gets to about the 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4. Atlanta is 1 of 5 on 3rd down. Drop back, and Kurt just gets drilled in the backfield for a sack. That was number 93. Is that Carter? Jesus, man. He leapt on him like a freaking gazelle. No, that was Williams. Beating the. Oh, jeez. He totally just destroyed Lindstrom, the guard there. And then after that, just pounced on Kurt. And Kurt did not move, so I know Kurt was never known as like a big scrambling guy. He's closer to a traditional passer, but he was able to move when he was in Minnesota. So I think I don't know. I don't know if he's still maybe feeling the residuals of that that ankle injury or what. but he is very hesitant to scramble. And the kick from Cool is good. Atlanta takes the lead here, 9-7 over the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, it was a great drive. Great drive. Bijan really got them into the red zone there, and Algier really was able to just kind of keep on pounding. I'm surprised they didn't give it to him anymore. They should have. Yeah, because I think after that first big 5 yard run, it was pass, pass, and then sack. So so far, man, the young guy that's taken over from Jason Kelsey, man, he was great against the Packers, man. He was doing a great job, and so far tonight, man, he's been pretty solid. A lot of the pressure that's been on um, Hurts has not come from the interior. It's been usually the edges, especially the right side, mostly. So that kid is holding up pretty well, man. That's I think the Eagles got another good one there in the center. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 30. Jalen in shotgun. Barkley gets the handoff up the middle, just so fast, man. Jesus. And he is close to a first down. It'll be second and very short, less than a full yard for the first down. In shotgun, two receivers to the left, Barkley in the backfield to Jalen's right. Jalen making some adjustments here. Barkley now switches over to the left. Another handoff. Picks his picks his time. Takes his time. Picks the right hole. Gets about 3 or 4 yards for the first down. And it's Cam Jurgen is the guy that's replaced Jason Kelsey there. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Fakes the handoff to Barkley, scrambling, and gets taken down for the first sack of the night for the Atlanta Falcons. And once again, it's the right side of the offensive line. This time, the guard unable to stop Matthew Judon to getting to Hurts there. Nice sack. It is going to be 2nd and 14 and just outside the 40 there at about the 39. And draw play. Another weird play where they're kind of slow and Devontae Smith. Ooh. So they so initially he had the first down by about 2 yards, but then he kept on moving backwards, and by the time he got tackled, he was about 2 yards short of the first down marker, but he got hit so hard that he flew basically like 3 yards forward, so he got the first down. So they're in Falcons territory at the 46. Shotgun, dumping it down to Barkley, who breaks the tackle and looks like he got another first down. This time they're going to be down just shy of the 35-yard line. 7:25 left to play in the third quarter. Clock is running. No huddle offense here. Shotgun, Barkley to the left, two receivers to the right, and a tight end as well. Making an adjustment. Tight end comes in on the line. There you go. Running up the middle with Barkley, who gets about 4 yards on the play. Yeah, so far Saquon, he's been the engine in this Eagles offense tonight. Two receivers to the right, Barkley in the backfield in the shotgun. He's Hurts is scrambling, throws it deep, and it looks like he might have gotten the ball. There's a little bit of a bobble, but I think he secured it before he went out of bounds. And that was number 6, Devontae Smith. And that is going to be at the 13. It is a first down, shotgun, handoff to Barkley, breaks the tackle, and gets inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. Might be short by a little bit. Oh, yeah. Smith, he kind of ran like a nice little stop and go route. Stopped about 7, 8 yards, and then turned upfield again, and then turned around. Nice little throw. Great throw. Solid catch. Three receivers to the left, shotgun. Barkley also to the left there. Atlanta showing blitz. They do. They get him. They get the ball out and get some decent yardage. It's going to be about a 7-yard gain there. It'll be third and relatively short. Clock is under 5 minutes here in the third quarter. Three receivers to the right. Looks like one of them is in motion currently. Looks like Dotson is in motion and nearly a touchdown to Smith. Basically was running an out route there. But number 3, I forgot who number 3 is here. I'm gonna have to look at his name. And that's Bates, the safety there. Bates literally got there just in time, literally punched the ball out of Devontae's possession there, stopping a touchdown. Well, it looks like the Eagles were running some type of or at least attempting to run some type of trick play here on the field goal, but either Atlanta really adjusted really well, or it was never going to be actually a a play. But regardless, it's going to be delayed game, so they're going to move them back 5 yards. So instead of a 24-yard attempt, it's going to be 29, and it does not matter. It's right down the middle, and the Eagles retake the lead here with a 10-9 lead here, 1 point lead. It's going to be 4:28 left in the third quarter here on Monday Night Football. Once again, that was another strong drive from Philadelphia, but just the Atlanta Falcons, man, that defense making some amazing, amazing plays, forcing a field goal, keeping them in the game. Some WWE here. Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson showing up at WrestleMania. It's always fun to see some when wrestling and football kind of meet, man. It's always been a fun time. And the kickoff is going to into the end zone, touchback. Atlanta will start this ball off at the 30. I think I just saw that Atlanta so far has 151 yards of rushing offense. Dang good. All right. Kirko in the pistol there. Drake London in motion, gets to Drake London, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and then barrels through for the first down. 11-yard gain there by London. Oh, they're saying he stepped out of bounds just before the first down there. Right. Oh, yeah. Let me see here. Man, I feel like where the ball was positioned was a little bit. Oh, there you go. They moved it. So is it going to be 2nd and 1 for the Falcons here, and they give it to Algier, who gets just enough of the first down there. And Algier is coming up a little bit limpy, might have a little bit of a Charlie horse, dead leg kind of thing. 'Cause he seems like he's not too worried about it. Almost no medical staff is coming to him, so might be cramping up as well. All right, under center, fakes the handoff, and immediately has to get rid of the ball. Otherwise, he's about to get just sacked by about 4 guys. Yeah, the Eagles had 5 players on that line, so they were ready to come after Kirk Cousins there. Yeah, he faked the handoff. Luckily, he didn't commit all the way to the fake because it was a pretty weak fake attempt, and he got his head. Kirk got his head back, looking downfield, and as soon as he turned around, there's about 300-pound guys within like 3 yards of him. So, and it's gonna be a screen here to Bijan, but unfortunately, it's not gonna go anywhere. Loses about 2 yards. Took a shot from number 59 there. It's the Eagles defense right now. They are literally flying around. And free rusher, Kirk does a nice job of breaking that away and gets the ball out to Pitts, who makes a man miss, but is not gonna get the first down. Yeah, the guard, no, not the guard, the tackle for Atlanta was able to really just get that guy just around Kirk Cousins to get that play. It'll be 4th and 4. They're going for it. Kirko in the pocket, has a little bit of time and gets it to McLeod, who gains an extra 5, 6 yards on the run after catch there. So it'll be a first down. The defender, the way he tackled, I think it was just the momentum of McLeod, but the way he got tackled, he looked like a 5-year-old there for a second. He was just kind of getting carried and then just got buried into the into the turf by Bain. But right, shotgun. Kirk is throwing it. He hits his man in stride, breaks a tackle. It's going to be a touchdown by Mooney, number 1. Holy cow! What a play! Great throw by Kirk. He hit Mooney perfectly in stride, and then Mooney was just able to shed the tackler. Tackler fell to the ground, and then Mooney just did his thing. That was number 8 Gardner, the former Lion slash former Eagle, trying to run Mooney down, but he couldn't get a hold of him. He slipped and fell, and Mooney just somersaults into the end zone. Literally somersaulted into the end zone. So, all right, and the Falcons are going for 2. They want to make this a 7-point lead, and no good. Try to get it to Drake London, but that was going to be very, very tight coverage. There was 2 guys that were within about 2 yards of him. And they hit London in the hands, but the defender was just able to get his hand in between and just force that incomplete pass. So we have a 5-point lead with 121 left in the third quarter. It is the Eagles 10, the Atlanta Falcons 15. Great job. Great job by Kurt. He's looking a little bit more comfortable in the pocket there. I like it. I like it. All right. Let's see here. If you're watching this either live or at the replay there, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Um, Once again, we're going to be doing this all season long. We're going to be streaming as many possible games, whether it's prime time, whether it's in, 3 o'clock games, noon games. We're going to definitely be doing Packer games for sure. And they're going to be a top priority. I've missed the first two, but had some stuff going on here. Life gets in the way a little bit, but should be good for the rest of the season to watch these games. And I'm really excited, man. Once Jordan Loves gets back, I think this offense can is going to start humming. I think you saw that a little bit with Malik Willis this week, so that should be fun. I think Willis will probably play one more to maybe 2 more weeks. It'd be really nice to get him involved um, against the Titans. A little bit of a revenge game. When they asked him about the Titans, he didn't. He kind of played it off. He's like, "Yeah, it's just another game. I'm not too worried about it." But there, you don't get traded. You like there's just the way that he was treated. They drafted him in the third round. They really didn't give him a chance to develop. That team was pretty depleted when he was there, especially this rookie year. And then just to kind of give up on him, within what 2.5 years, and actually less than that, it was they gave up on him before the season even started. So, um, yeah, and trading away for a seventh round draft pick, man. So like I said, these guys they're competitors. They wanna be able to prove people wrong, even if it's not their main motivation. Um, I guarantee you, if he starts next week, there's gonna be a little bit of extra sauce. Hopefully, it's no extra pressure for Malik, but I think Lafleur is gonna coach up and give him a great game plan if he has to start. 1st and 10 at the 30, single tight end set, shotgun. Jalen is scrambling. He is about to go, and he gets about 2.5 yards. Yeah, Hurts. He's not. He didn't really even get into that second or third gear there. He was just kind of just waltz a little bit for those 2 yards. Granted, he was looking downfield. He was trying to look for the big play, so pretty sure he was trying to make sure he didn't rush through. So it'll be 2nd and 8 at the 32. Three receivers to the right. Barkley in the backfield to the right as well. Fakes the handoff, gets the ball to number 18, cuts up field, breaks another tackle, keeps on going, and he gets stopped just shy of the 48. But there is a flag on the field. Excuse me. And it's the center, Jurgensen. Yep, ineligible man downfield there. Got a little too early. Looks like he stumbled actually forward. Looks like he lost his balance a little bit. That wipes away a massive, massive gain. It was almost pretty sure it was about a 20 plus yard gain. And shotgun gets the ball to Smith, who gets a very nice gain. It's gonna be about 4 yards short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and about 4. Yeah, Smith was just kinda running a little like a mini crossing route slash, like, sluggo route across the field. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter here in Philadelphia. Heading into the 4th quarter, the score is the Eagles 10, the Atlanta Falcons 15. So far, man, this is it's been a very interesting game. The offenses are coming alive a little bit more here in the last like 2 quarters. Oh man, they're wrapping these kids in some terrible towels here. Oh my goodness. Those crazy yinzers, I tell you. And it'll be 3rd and 4, 4 receiver sets. Barkley splitting out wide. He's got time. He's got a good pocket. Buying some time. Scrambling, scrambling, scrambling. And we'll get the ball out to number 18 there. Who is this kid, man? Covey? Covey, man. He's been featured quite a bit here. Hasn't had a whole lot of targets, but I think that's his 4th, maybe 5th of the night. Reminds me of, Cole Beasley. Short little white guy. Like a miniature version of Wes Walker there. And once again, they pass it to Covey, gets about 2, maybe 3 yards, maybe. And so far they are at the 46. Last play only got 1 yard. 2nd and 9. 3 receivers to the left, Barkley in the backfield with Hurts to the right. Got a single tight end. The tight end splits out on the right side. And Atlanta's bringing a little bit of pressure. They pass it to Barkley, who can't stay on his feet. Gets about 2, 2.5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 6 at about the what are we looking at here? 49. Tight end to the right, 2 receivers split out to the left, Barkley in the backfield to the left. Quick pass, and he gets it to Smith, and I could have sworn forward progress would have gotten him the first down. I don't know. This ref is especially the ref spotting the ball on these last couple drives, man. He has been, let's just say he's been shaving off some yards here. I don't know. Might have to investigate this guy. But from what I saw, even the replay, it showed that he had the line to gain with forward momentum here. But it'll be 4th and 1. It looks like they're about to do the shove, the tush push, the brotherly love push, and they get it. First down, gain about 2, 3 yards on that one. Tush push, man. Still as effective as it was. Some teams are keying in on it a little bit better than others, but still. And handoff to Barkley, who breaks the tackle, stumbles, and gets met by 3 Falcons finally. But after about a 3-yard gain, it looked like. Whole lot of work for not that many yards. Saquon, on the second drive, he had 39 rushing yards. So far since the second drive, he only has 24 rushing yards. Alright, wide receiver bunch to the left, shotgun, gets the ball out quickly to number 18, Covey, but not able to get much yards after the catch. It'll be about a 3-yard gain. It should be 3rd and 3 for the Philadelphia Eagles. They marked him at the 36 here. Shotgun, and it's a ooh, nice job. Jalen Hurts tucking it in and running. Gets it all the way down to about the 23-yard line. That was a nice quarterback keeper right there. Great blocking to the field. Lowered his head. Gotta be careful, man. Gotta be careful. Shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Hands it off to Barkley, who cuts up field and gets about 9 yards. See where they spot it. Yep, it's gonna be about a 9-yard gain there. It'll be 2nd and 1. Great double team by the center and left guard. Was able to get the center up into the second level there, and takes the handoff in the shotgun. Hurts keeps it, option, stopped, and he just gets around the defender for the first down. Came up a little Hurts coming up a little weird. Might have taken that tackle might have hurt him a little bit more than he would like. But so far, clock is running. It's about to be under 9 minutes left in this game. Philly driving. It'll be Hurts in the shotgun, wide receiver bunch to the left, tight line, gets the handoff to Barkley, who goes to the left, cuts up field, and gets about 8 or 9 yards, but there is a flag on the field. A little bit of a late flag. It was in the Atlanta secondary based on Nick Sirianni's reaction, and it is gonna be a hold. So that ball will be moving back. That was a hold on number 89, Wilson, the wide receiver there. Oh, yeah, definitely a big hold. Nearly ripped off, nearly tore off the, defender's, jersey from the shoulder pads there, Jesus. Gotta let go, man, you gotta let go. Alright, so they're moving back to the 18, it'll be 1st and 16. Jalen Hurts scrambling, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and gets all the way to about the 6, maybe the 5 there, depending on the spot. Huge, huge, huge quarterback keeper there. Had Saquon as a lead blocker there. Yeah, he got about to the 6 there, so that was a 12-yard gain on 1st and 16. So it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 6. We have tight end was split out, but now he's coming in a little bit inside the frame, getting a little bit extra blocking. Pass it, gives it to Saquon, who gets 1 yard on the play. So far, man, Jalen Hurts playing a little fast and loose than he was in week 1. Kinda curious of how much he's scrambled. He's gotta be north of at this point, north of 60 for sure, if not 70. Alright, it is 3rd and 3 from the 5-yard line, and they give it to Barkley, who gets the catch, first down, and I think he got in the end zone before getting touched. Huge drive, massive drive by the Eagles here. 16 plays, 70 yards, 9 minutes and 18 seconds. Holy cow, man. Taking up basically already more than, basically half of this entire quarter was just on this drive alone. Ooh, I don't know. I don't think he got in. I think he was touched just before that ball crossed. He did a great job of extending that leg. I don't know because the knee has to be down. It's not just the shin either. He was touched, and oh yeah, there it is. So he's gonna be there's gonna be taken back. He got tackled shy of the end zone. It'll be just inside the 1. It'll be he got the first down, so it'll be 1st and goal at the halfway mark, half-yard line. I mean, what is this, tush push here? Tush push territory? And the way that they're lining up, yes. And tush push, and it's a touchdown. So just from what I've seen with the most successful times that teams have been able to stop the tush push has been when, one, obviously the defensive line gets lower than the offensive line. Basically, they almost have to just throw their helmets into the ground, basically. And on top of that, it's the secondary and the linebackers, typically when they dive up over the lines and get to Jalen Hurts, basically, like, kinda weighing him down where that movement becomes a little bit harder because his legs are no longer driving it as well. That's what the Packers did a couple times, and it worked. So they're going for 2 here. They give it to Saquon, who dives forward. He dove forward, but then he didn't land in the end zone. I think gonna be short. There was definitely a second effort from Saquon that might have gotten him in, but let's see here. Angle. He ends up hitting one of his teammates that actually stops him from getting in the end zone. Let's see here. Here's a better angle. Yeah, he ended up just getting blocked by his left guard. And yep, when he landed, he kept his feet and then just extended that ball underneath everybody. Yeah. That's a yep, 2-point conversion is good. So now this is a 3-point game here with 6:47 left to play in the game. It is Philadelphia 18, the Atlanta Falcons 15. Alright, it is a 3-point game now. Yeah, that missed 2-point conversion by Atlanta it's coming back to haunt them. If they would've just kicked the field goal, even with that 2-point conversion by Philly, they would still only have been up by 2. And I get it, you're up by 5, so if you get the 2-point conversion, you're up by a full touchdown. I get it. But when you miss, man, now they have to score a touchdown to win. A field goal obviously still ties it, and it takes it into overtime, but Yeah, we're not looking obviously, they're not looking to tie here, they're looking to try to win, so they got about almost 7 minutes to drive this ball down the field and take a win, but especially the way that this Philly defense has played, and they just got a lot of rest as well. I mean, the Philly offense had that ball for nearly 10 minutes 10 sorry, 1.5 minutes of, play clock time, but they had that ball for a good, what, 15 minutes because they had the ball to start the in the 3rd quarter. Obviously, that little timeout there in between quarters. On top of that, they also had the two-point conversion play that took some time, a couple minutes there. So, yeah, this Philly defense should be well rested coming into this last pivotal drive here against the Atlanta Falcons offense. Alright, we're gonna be looking at the kickoff here, see if they make a return. Do you just get out of the end zone and give them the ball at 30, or do you force them to return it and hopefully you can drop them for a couple of yards short shy of the 30? And they are booting this into the end zone here, and the ball will be at the 30. And once again, if you're just joining us, my name is Dave. I'm your host here. This is my channel. Remember, I am not a coach. We're just having some fun watching some games, breaking down some film later on in the season here, and just kind of enjoying what what is football season. It's the best season of all time, man. It's the best. It's something that I look forward to every year. I'm a big fan of fall, man, and football just reminds me that it's the good times are coming. And the pistol hands it off to Bijan, who barely gets maybe a yard on the play there to the right. And since the clock is outside the 5-minute mark, even after going out of bounds, the clock is still running. So it's under 6:30 left in the game here. Three receivers split out to the right. We got Mooney in motion coming in, and Kirko is going deep. And unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure what Mooney did, but by the time we saw him, he was not in a full sprint. So either he thought he was running a different route or something happened here. Let's see. Oh yeah. So he was trying to avoid a collision between the corners here, but on top of that, after he put his eyes up, he kind of just stopped running around. If he would have just kept going, he might still be running. That might have been a touchdown because everybody was behind him. If he caught it in stride as well, he was. I mean, we're looking at a touchdown here probably. So big missed opportunity here by Atlanta. So it'll be 3rd and 9. Right now, Atlanta so far tonight is just 1 of 7 on 3rd down. And I'm trying to see here. Let me think. God, there's a little over 6 minutes left. Over 6 minutes left here. Do you go for it on 4th down? Obviously, it depends on how close you can get it to the 1st down marker. Right now, it's 3rd and 9. If you get within 2, maybe 3 yards, do you do you go for it? or do you just punt it and hope you can get it back? Yeah, they're right now Atlanta, especially off of that last drive. Atlanta's defense did not give me a whole lot of confidence that they would be able to get the ball back. I mean, eventually, it's not guaranteed that they would score, but the Eagles don't have to score. They just have to run enough time off the clock to end the game here. So if I was Atlanta, I think you have to go for it because I don't think you're gonna get if you punt this ball, if you don't get the first down here, I don't think you're gonna get the ball back. The way Jalen Hurts has been playing, the way that the offense is starting to pick up, especially the way Saquon has just been running the ball. Like he had a little bit of a lull, obviously in the second, after the second quarter. In the third quarter, he didn't really get much going, but on that drive, he was huge. So, and obviously Jalen Hurts between the tush push and just him just being able to scramble. All right, it'll be 3rd and 9 here. Shotgun pressure gets the ball off, and I think with forward progress, it's gonna be within a yard. And I think they're gonna hurry to the line here. Yeah, they're going for it. Not too surprised. But what kind of player are we talking about? There's a little bit of a confusion on the line here. I don't know. I don't like this. Nope. Bijan just gets stood up, and it's a 4th down. Turnover on downs. Jesus. I did not like what I saw from that play, and it looks like Atlanta might get a second chance because there is a flag, and it's definitely gonna be on the Eagles. It's just gonna be whether it was after the play or and it's after the play there. Turnover on downs. Man, that play from Atlanta did not look good. It did not look confident. They looked disorganized. If I was Atlanta, I would just call the timeout. I don't know, maybe they already used a timeout. I don't know. But either way, I would not have snapped that ball. That looked like that play was not gonna go anywhere from the very beginning. And yeah, they just stonewalled Bijan on that one. Yeah, that was just a bad play design, man. You gotta get especially nowadays, you gotta get these defenses moving. You gotta get them moving east to west, man. If you're just gonna run it right down their throat, you better have a back that can do that, and don't get me wrong, Bijan is good, but he's not a power back. He's a big one cut kinda guy, a little bit of a wiggle for sure. He's not a power back, man, and that's what you needed in that one because he got stonewalled by a corner. Oh, no, sorry, it was a safety, but still, man, a secondary guy just being able to just stonewall your running back, he's got almost a full head of steam. No. I'm not sure what other running back they coulda had, Algier I would've put Algier in there, but I know they were trying to rush to get that play off, to get, Philly off, trying to force Philly into a bad situation, but Philly, they're ready to go, man. That defense is organized, and they have some big guys. They got some big, big guys playing on that defensive line. So, I don't know. I would have taken that time. I would have taken that time to get Algier in there, or take both. That way the defense has to choose between Algier or Robinson, you know? Make it a little bit more difficult for Philly, but anyway. Still, Atlanta has a chance here. I'm pretty sure they have most of their timeouts at this point. They just gotta stop, Philly from getting any kind of yards because I think for the most part, Philly might already be in field goal range here. They are at the 39, so they don't need to go too far to get in field goal range, and they hand it off to Barkley, who breaks a tackle and looks amazing. There is a flag if the play stands, and it was an 11-yard gain, but I don't think it's gonna stand here. Yep, it's holding on the offense here, so that ball is going back here. Gonna be 5:32 left in this game, and yeah, Bijan just got stonewalled by, Gardner Johnson there. Yeah, his offensive linemen, for the for Atlanta, they were just not ready. They got no push. They got thrown off to the side, and man, it was not good. 1st and 17 at the 56. Jalen in the pistol, got Smith in motion, handed off to Barkley, who goes nowhere, loses about 2 yards on the play. So Atlanta has all 3 of their timeouts. As long as they can avoid a explosive play in these next 2 plays, they should get the ball back. The fact that it's 2nd and 18 bodes well for them, and they're no longer in field goal range. A lot of motion, a lot of preset motion here. 2 tight end set, shotgun, Barkley in the backfield to the right. Got time, he's got time, and he finds his man, and that's gonna be a huge gain right there. It's not gonna be a first down, but they're only gonna be about 3 or 4 yards short of it. Man, they gave Jalen Hurts a lot of time, a whole lot of time, and he was able to find Dallas Goedert in the center of the field for a big, big gain there. It's at least 13, 14 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 2. The ball is at the just outside the 31. The reason that's such a big deal too, even if they don't get a first down here, they're in field goal range. And it's gonna be a swing pass to Barkley, who barrels through for the first down. Huge first down right here. I mean, this doesn't guarantee that that Atlanta won't get the ball back, but it's, one more first down should just about do it here. Man, Barkley, man, he just lowered his shoulder, and Barkley tonight over 100 scrimmage yards on 22 touches. Another big game for him. Handed off to Saquon, who just gets to the back to the line of scrimmage there. Clock is rolling. It's gonna be under 2:40 here. Surprised Atlanta is not using any timeouts here. Yeah, I'm kinda confused why Atlanta is just letting this clock roll. I mean, I guess they have to run a play here, so if they can stop them, it'll be 3rd down here. Pistol, hand off to Barkley, cuts upfield, and I think he's gonna be just short of the first down, but I mean just short. Oh, and they're giving it to him. They are giving the first down to Saquon there, and Atlanta just let the clock keep rolling there. I don't know why they alright. Yeah. I mean, the ball is either just shy of it or it's right on the line, so either way, especially the way this Philly, offense has been moving the ball, I think it's only a matter of time. I think Philly's gonna come away with a big win here. Come from behind too. Come from behind win. Yeah, this Eagles offense, they came alive in the second half, especially once they got that ball back in the late in the 3rd quarter. They just dominated this 4th quarter. I actually wanna see what the time of possession is in this 4th quarter because they by the time Atlanta got the ball back here, there was already less than 8 minutes left in the game, and I'm pretty sure Philly got the ball back with just a little over 6 minutes. So if Philly does not get give the ball back here to Atlanta, which I doubt they will, I think Atlanta had the ball for less than 2 minutes in this final quarter. It might have been less than a minute and a half. It was not a whole lot of time that rolled off the clock when Atlanta had the ball. And his knee is down there, and Saquon is gonna be just about half a yard short, similar to the touchdown that was taken back. He's basically about a half a yard short of the first down marker. So Atlanta still has all 3 timeouts here, but, I mean, best case scenario, outside of Philly missing a field goal here, the best case scenario for Atlanta would be if Philly runs 3 plays, doesn't get the first down, Atlanta uses all their timeouts, and they get the ball back with, anywhere between a minute 48 to maybe a minute 38, which is not a whole lot of time, and again, that's assuming Philly misses the heck was that? Assuming Philly misses the field goal here to still make it a 3-point game, but as soon as the well, we got a flag here. As soon as Philly yeah, as soon as Philly, got to the line to do the tush push, the Atlanta Falcons, defensive lineman touched him, trying to get an automatic first down, but the Eagles are declining it. They wanna run a play here. I would keep doing it. Just keep doing it. And it's a first down for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's gonna be a timeout, a quick timeout here. 156 156 left in the game here. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 Atlanta defenders that are not even in the pile. Got 2 corners. I mean, I get it, you don't wanna, you know, get caught committing almost every single one of your guys, but I'm like, "What are you doing, man? Get as much get as many people behind that defensive line. You gotta sell out, man. If you don't stop 'em, I know. All right, it'll be 1st and 10 at the 17. Hand off to Barkley, who cuts up field right up the middle for about a 3 to maybe 4-yard gain. Atlanta uses their second timeout to start the clock at 1:51. So with one timeout left, second down, Philly's gonna be able to run this clock way down. It'll most likely be under I would say under a minute for sure. That's assuming they don't get a first down. Dude, there is a literal baby in the stands. Alright, Philly's having a good time. Alright, so we got Jalen Hurts, 22 of 27, 170, 1 touchdown, sacked once. Kirk, 15 of 23, 171, 1 touchdown, and 1 sack. And Jalen Hurts has 13 rushes for 85 yards and a touchdown. So, yeah, not putting up the passing numbers, but once again, the rushing is insane. In the second half time of possession, Atlanta has had the ball just 9 minutes and 4 seconds. Philly closing in on 20 minutes. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Shotgun, Saquon, handoff, up the middle, gets about another 3 yards on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 3. Yeah, Baltimore starting out 0-2 was not on my bingo card this year, guys. 3rd and 3, shotgun. I think it's gonna be another handoff here. No. Calling a timeout or taking the penalty here? Looks like there was a little bit of confusion with Philly. Sirianni is fucking pissed with somebody. Yeah, the way New Orleans has just been able to put up points and move the ball this season, it was surprising. Very, very surprising. All right, we're back. 3rd and 3 at the 10. Jalen under center, Saquon in the backfield. 2 tight end set. Actually, three tight end set, and the ball was passed to Saquon, who was going out in the flat, could not reel it in. It was actually a similar play to the the almost touchdown that he scored, that he almost scored, the previous drive. And if he would have caught the ball, he would have gotten the first down because defenders were not gonna be able to get to him before he crossed that line. So, ball sailed a little bit wide, but at the end of the day, that hit Saquon square in the hands. So, missed opportunity, field goal. Ooh, ugly, ugly snap. Holder barely got a hold of it, and but the kick is good. Jake Elliott, I would think he's still the kicker, right? Oh, no, it's man. Never mind. Ooh. Oh, no, 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 sorry. Jake Elliott is still the kicker. They were showing, number 10, the punter, the holder. So, man saved that one. Yeah, because that was not a good snap. That was low and out, and he was just able to get it by his fingertips, set that ball up for Jake, and, they are up now by 6. And that incomplete pass to Saquon was huge because that stopped the clock. Obviously, Philly was trying to go for the jugular there, but they could have that cost them a lot there because they could have easily taken off another 40 seconds, at least another 40 seconds off the play off this game clock. But instead, it's gonna be a minute 39 for the Atlanta Falcons. Kick is in the end zone, touchback. They will get the ball to 30. So they need to go 70 yards here to win the game. Down by 6, 21 to 15, 139. Kirk in the shotgun, Bijan in the backfield with him, gets the ball out to Pitts. It will be a first down. Clock is running under 125. Kirk trying to get everybody organized here. Ball at the 41. Kirk drops back, throws, has a man wide open, and Mooney loses his footing, cannot get out of bounds. The clock continues to run, but that was a massive, massive gain. Now they are in Philly territory with the ball at the 38, 1st and 10. Kirk drop back, has time, finds another man, breaks a tackle. Mooney. Oh, Mooney, 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 Mooney. Nice job. And just like that, Atlanta is, what is this, at the 12? Again, Mooney with a beautiful route, breaks a tackle, and is able to get, he called it at the 21, broke the tackle, and got to the 12-yard line, yes. So it's gonna be First and 10 at the 12-yard line, little over 45 seconds left. They get the ball to Drake London, who gets inside the 10, down to the 7. 43 seconds left on the clock. Wow. Prime time Kirk Cousins here. Let's go. I don't know what Philly was doing, but they were leaving just gaps, just massive, massive gaps. So it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 7. Kirk drops back, throws it, and ooh, that was close. That was real close. He tried to get the ball to McLeod, but there was a lot of contact there. A lot of contact. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised that that was not called. Granted, McLeod was kinda hamming it up a little bit, which I don't think helped him. 3 receiver bunch to the right, shotgun. Kirk has time. He's got a man wide open. Oh my god. Drake London with a touchdown on the right side of the end zone. Oh my gosh. 6 plays, 70 yards, just a minute '05 taken off the clock. Ooh, a little shake, and that was against Darius Slay, one of the best corners in the last 10 years, man. Drake London just gave him a little bit of a shake and then just went straight to the side of the end zone there. I don't know what Slay was looking at, and there's gonna be a flag on Drake London for unsportsmanlike conduct. He was, pretending to shoot off guns, which I don't know if it was the type of celebration or if the fact that it was a celebration, but unfortunately, that's gonna move that field goal back 15 yards, man. So now this is not just a chip shot. And Huiku is good, and that gives them a 1-point lead with just 34 seconds left on in the game clock, and Raheem Morris is like, "Dog, how do you throw that flag?" I mean, he's got a point. I don't think I've seen somebody get a flag for a celebration in a long time. Granted, the finger guns might be the thing, but I mean, I think you saw that even, let me see, I'm trying to think here. During the Packer game, Jacobs actually did a nice little I mean, it wasn't as egregious or as, like, animated, but he did a little hip holster there. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, either way, it didn't affect the kick. He still made it, so luckily for that, but I'm pretty sure Raheem Morris is gonna be maybe sending an email and maybe even receiving an email. 'Cause he was in that referee's ear, man. I mean, he was keeping his distance for sure, but he was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you betting MGM or what? What's going on here?" But yeah, that play, Barkley, instead of running the ball and taking what could have been 40 plus seconds off the clock, instead, they try to pass it, try to put the dagger in Atlanta. It stops the clock, and it gives them a bunch more time, a full minute and 39 seconds, and all they needed was a minute and 5. Alright, pass to Dallas Goedert, clock is stopped. Looks like Philly uses their 2nd timeout here. all of a sudden, Philly was just controlling this entire quarter. They were controlling a lot of this second half. Before Atlanta got the ball back, I'm pretty sure the time of possession was Atlanta had a little over 9 minutes, and I think Philly had just gotten a little bit past 20 seconds, 20 minutes. And the majority of the time, especially in the 4th quarter, it was even more in their favor. And in less than a minute and 10 seconds, Kirk Cousins was able to go drive 70 yards on the field for the go-ahead touchdown. Alright. Oh, pressure, and it's intercepted by Atlanta, and Atlanta is gonna come from behind to win this game. Wow. Jalen Hurts had some pressure in his face, and by the time he got that ball off, he could not get enough oomph, couldn't get enough, drive in that ball, and that ball sailed up high on him, and it was slow, slow, slow. Trying to get it to number 6, Smith, and the safety just undercut the route. Bates, number 3. Great interception. That was not an easy one. That wasn't just like a pop fly ball. He had to kinda sprint and then dive down to get it. And just like that, Philly and what was it? Just before the two-minute warning, man, all the fans here, they were dancing. There was a baby, a literal baby being just moved around. Everybody was having a good time, and in less than 2 minutes, man, prime time Kirk Cousins, baby. Prime time Kirk Cousins takes Atlanta down the field 70 yards in under a minute and 10 seconds, just a minute '05 to go 70 yards and take the lead. And now the interception, the second kneel down, and this game is over. Atlanta come from behind victory with less than 2 minutes. Wow. What a game, dude. What a game. This was my favorite game of the week. Outside the Packer game, this was the best game of the week. Wow. Alright, your final score is Philadelphia Eagles at home, 21. The Kirk Cousins-led Atlanta Falcons, 22. Atlanta moves on to 1-1, and Philly, after beating the Green Bay Packers in Brazil and leading in this game in the final 2 minutes, controlling almost the entire 4th quarter and then dominating time of possession, especially in the second half. They give up a late, late score to lose and to drop to 1-1. What a game. I guarantee you this Philly defense, I mean, there was a very little pressure on Kirk Cousins. He had a lot of time to throw in that last drive. They made it very comfortable for him. I mean, I get it. The last thing you wanna do is blitz and then you get beat deep, but, Kurt had yet to show that he could move outside of just a couple shifts here and there. I would have thrown a lot more than they did. Obviously, hindsight is 20/20, but I would have made Kirk Cousins move. I would have tried to force him to adjust his throwing and have those receivers still continue to, get open for him. I don't think that was gonna happen. So, just a great drive, man. I gotta give credit, man. Everybody had Philly winning this game. So, great job by Kurt, especially with prime time, with his reputation. Nobody was giving Atlanta much of a chance here. So, great job, man. Heck of a job by Kirk Cousins, man. I'm just glad he's no longer in the NFC North. So, all right, guys, we'll stay on here for a couple more minutes to kind of wrap up this game. But yeah, I'm just so surprised how much Philly dominated in the second half. It looked like it was going to be all them, you know. But it started with the decision to not run the ball, throw the ball, and then stop the clock. Easily could have killed an extra 40 seconds off the clock. If you roll that 40 seconds off the clock, and there's always a little bit of a gap between when the play ends and when the play clock starts. So even though the play clock is 40 seconds, it's usually closer to like 45 seconds. So, but let's just say it was 40 seconds. You take off 40 seconds, you give Kurt less than a minute. You give them 59, maybe, especially with the field goal. That's going to take off a couple more seconds. That you're Kirk Cousins, by the time he gets the ball, it's less than 55 seconds, maybe under 50. And how long did it take him to score? A minute and 5 seconds. Could have been the difference. Shaving off almost 50 seconds off the clock could have been the difference. But either way, you still gotta give credit to Kirk and that offense, man. They were not overly explosive. They had definitely some big explosive plays throughout the game here and there, but it was not consistent. It was kind of coming almost every other drive where they would have a big play. Otherwise, there wasn't much that was going on. The running game was solid, but I mean, you saw that last run with that Philly on that drive. They were keying in on Bijan, and they were forcing Kirk to throw, and he was throwing a little bit better than he did in the first half, but his wideouts were not on the same page. They were just kind of, you know, just not just not getting open for him. And obviously, he was getting sacked. He was getting pressured. You were forcing him to move, making him uncomfortable. But yeah, on that last drive, man, Philly decided to play a little bit more soft coverage. And even then, there were just massive gaps near the sidelines, just massive gaps. Yeah, and the big thing too, Atlanta they did not have a single timeout on that last drive. So they went 70 yards, no timeouts, with a minute in a minute oh 05. Phenomenal. I'm trying to think here. Anything else? Trying to think here. Yeah, so let's look at the final box score here. So uh, Jalen Hurts finishes the game with 23 of 30, 183, one touchdown, one interception. Was sacked just one time for 4 yards. Saquon, 22 carries, 95 yards. Jalen Hurts, 13 carries, 85 yards. And then Kenneth Gainwell, 2 carries, 6 yards. So Philly ran the ball 37 times for 186 yards and a touchdown. And then let's look at Atlanta's here. Kirk Cousins, and a lot of this production is obviously going to be on that last drive. But 20 of 29, 241, two touchdowns, and including the game tying and eventually game winning touchdown. Bijan ran the ball 14 times for 97 yards. Bijan was phenomenal. Um, they started keying in on him. Granted, once again, Atlanta did not have the ball really in that fourth quarter. I think I'm gonna have to look it up how many minutes they had the ball, but I'm pretty sure it was under 3 minutes. not including the kneel down. If you don't include the kneel down, I'm pretty sure it was under 3 minutes. Tyler Algier, 9 carries, 53 yards. So Bijan averaged 6.9 yards a carry. Algier averaged 5.9 yards a carry. I mean, their running game was phenomenal. Situational, they were not very smart with it, but still. All right. Darnell Mooney, 3 catches, 33 yards and a touchdown. Drake London, 6 for 54 and a touchdown. Ray McLeod, 3 for 42. And Bijan tacked on 25 receiving yards on top of his 97 rushing yards. Tyler Algier added 12 yards. And then Kyle Pitts, only 3 catches for 20 yards. Yeah, let me look up the and obviously Young Hoku was 3 for 3 and made his extra point as well. So and obviously they needed every single every single one of those points, including the extra point. All right, let me see here. Team stats. Team stats. All right, so the possession here will finish with Atlanta 24 minutes 21 seconds and Philly with 35 minutes and 39 seconds. I'm gonna try to look up how many of those minutes came in the fourth quarter. So by the time Atlanta got the ball back for the first time in the fourth quarter, it was 6:47. They ended up punting the ball at 5:42, so they so they actually only had the ball for 1 minute and 5 seconds for the first time in the fourth quarter. The next time they got the ball back, it took exactly the same amount of time. It was 1 minute and 5 seconds. And then finally, 2 plays, and they took off 19 seconds off the clock. So Atlanta had the ball for a total of 2 minutes and 29 seconds in the fourth quarter. Insane. Yeah, their first drive when they ended up punting here. Let me see here. Da-da-da-da. It was 4 plays, 9 yards, in a minute 09 with the punt actually. But still, you tack on an extra couple 4 seconds there. So they held the ball for little over 2.5 minutes. That was it in the fourth quarter. Phenomenal job. All right, guys. Well, that's it for Monday Night Football here. Uh, Let me know what you think about what you thought about this game. Were you expecting primetime Kirk Cousins to have a late drive there? Like, what were you thinking when Atlanta got the ball back with minute 39? To be honest with you, I was not expecting much. I was like, maybe they'll get one good pass, and then after that, Kirk will unfortunately take a sack or or something like that. But yeah, let me know in the comments what was the big play that uh, uh, got your attention in this game from either the Eagles or the Falcons. Please let me know. Once again, my name is Dave. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight for Monday Night Football. Again, the final score is the Eagles in Philly 21, the Atlanta Falcons 22. Have a great night, guys. And once again, reminder, I'm not a coach.